G'day guys, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to do some more practice questions, and it's going to be about hard drives and power supplies. So first time, if you're joining for the first time, welcome and thanks for joining in and clicking in. Subscribe if you're keen to get more exam questions, and I'll give you some answers to them as well in hopefully a nice entertaining way. First one for today, we've got what is the physical component where data is stored in the hard drive? Read, write head, platter, sector, or cluster. So you can see some of those seemingly a little bit more refined. The answer to this one is where all the data stored is on the platter. So it's like that little disk that is basically inside the drive itself. 32. Which of the following is not one of the three major components of a hard disk drive system? Drive interface, controller, hard disk, and host adapter. I'll give you the answer to this one, guys. And for any of these, feel free to pause before you actually have a look at the answer when I go through to it. The answer is A, drive interface. It is a part of the others mentioned there. Part of the controller and host adapter. 33. What is the largest NTFS volume size supported by Windows XP? 256 gig, 2 terabyte, 128 terabyte, 256 terabyte. How this is derived is by the cluster size. Previously we've had 512 byte clusters, which gives you a maximum of 2 terabyte. However, more modern times now, 64 kilobyte cluster sizes, which means 256 terabytes is the answer for that one. 34. Which technology is based on flash memory and is intended to eventually replace conventional hard disk drives that have moving disks and other mechanisms? And it's already happening today, believe it or not. And by the time I say that, and how it's looked at in the future will be really, really old. USB flash drives, memory cards, solid state drives, optical drives, flash drives. Let's have a look. Not going to really replace hard drives right this minute, and probably not convenient. Optical drives, no, not really. Memory cards, kinda, but not really. Maybe in some other devices, but conventional is C, solid state drives. Moving on to the next one. What is the formatting capacity of a high density 3.5-inch floppy diskettes? We've got 360 kilobytes, 720 kilobytes, 1.44 megabytes, 2.88 megabytes. This is pretty standard floppy disk we know, and I remember seeing this when I was young. 1.44 megabytes is the answer. Which optical disc format supports a data capacity of 25 gigabytes? We've got double-sided, double-layer, single-sided, single-layered Blu-ray disc, double-sided, single-layer DVD-R, double-sided, single-layer DVD plus R. So most of the time, if it's speaking of dual layer, it's 8.5 gig. So you can nearly wipe out most of those. So if we go on double-sided dual layer, they'll be looking around 17 gig, 8.5 gig each for each side of the disc. But that pretty much tells you the answer there. It's B, a single-sided, single-layer Blu-ray disc. Which of the following best describes the concept of hot swappable devices? Power does not need to be turned off before the device is inserted or removed. The device can be removed with power applied after it is properly stopped in the operating system. Care must be taken. The device must swap while still hot. Immediately after powering down. Hot swappable has nothing to do with heat, so you can eliminate the bottom two. And it is not B, so it is A. The power does not need to be turned off before the device is inserted or removed. Pretty much, yeah, that's that one. 38. Of the following voltage pairings, which one accurately represents the input and output, respectively, of power supplies and AC adapters? We've got AC in, AC out, DC in, DC out, AC in, DC out, DC in, AC out. Generally, when you plug into the wall, in most circumstances, you'll get an alternating current, which then gets converted into DC current into the system or the power supply. C, AC in, DC out is the answer. We've got the second last question for the day. What are the 5 output voltages that have been commonly produced by PC power supplies over the years? And as you can see here, we've got a fair few down the list, all the way down to H. You can pause this if you like. I'm just going to go to what the voltages are, and that is basically what they are. So we've got plus 3.3, plus 5, minus 5, plus 12, minus 12. Final question of the day, guys. Which of the following statements about power supplies is true? You must make sure the voltage select a switch on the back of the power supply is switch to lower setting. If it's going to be used in Europe, started hard drives most often use the same type of connecting the part of hard drives. Power supplies supply power to ATX motherboards, well known as commonly used PAP9. Molex connectors are used with part of hard drives, while Burge connectors are used with floppy drives. So, whenever a question's asking you if something is true, find out what's false. Conversely, if it's a false question, find out what's true and then eliminate from there. But if we go through the answers here, SATA hard drives most often use the same type of power connecting part hard drives. No, they do not. They're different, completely different connections there, so you can wipe out B. Make sure the voltage selector, the power supply is switch to a lower setting. Don't exactly know the Europe one, but I know that is not true. Power supplies supply ATX with commonly known as PAP9. If I have a look simply at D, Molex connectors are used with part of hard drives, while Burge connectors are used with floppy drives, and that is the answer. We know that's true, so we have to lock it in. That's all, guys. Thanks heaps for sticking around, and subscribe away if you're keen to stay up to date with some more practice questions. That'd be awesome. Like the video, smash the like button, and subscribe button would be amazing. Thanks for sticking around, guys. I'll catch you all on the next video.